What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Today is Thursday, December 28th. The lighting's a little different right now. It is kind of nighttime already for me, and dude, the bright light just bothers me a lot. So bear with me with the lighting. And yeah, I hope all of you are having a good one today. To see who joins me today on the live stream. I mean, Solana is pumping. I'm not sure if any of you actually watched the live stream that I did earlier, but I did talk about that. I actually made quite a clickbaity video talking about shorting Solana, but I did mention I was going to wait for confirmation, and Solana is actually quite bullish though. You know, I did mention that we needed to go ahead and focus on these certain key areas to go ahead and break, and we actually are. So yeah, welcome to the channel. Smash that like button for me if you are joining me. Happy, thank you very much. And let me go ahead and start sharing the links with chat because nobody knows that I'm online. I literally just jumped in. All right, we got that going. Now let's head over to Twitter. See what else we get. Alrighty, so we got pretty much everything set up. Awesome, by the way, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Oh snap, they have our third Launchpad project. It's coming on-chain BRC20 backed by Binance Labs. Only 603K participates. Optimized whitelist rules. Interesting. Let's go ahead and watch this. How's it going, Soul? Thank you. Welcome. About Bika token. Multi-chain, cross-chain. How do you get pre-sale? Everybody participates. Tips to rank. Highly recommend using both bake and address and using how to get whitelisted. So you gotta keep an eye on this. Interesting. This is actually kind of bullish, dude. They ended up raising over 100 million yesterday. That was crazy. They raised over 100 million. Yeah, it was this token right here. Did they actually get the address already? Let's see. Because they raised over 100 million. Can you believe that? 100 million in an hour. You can't make that thing up. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on today on live. Let me go ahead and pull out the live stream on my phone. Good morning, Goldie Crypto. Hope you're having a good one today. How are you doing today? Let me go ahead and pull out my live stream on my phone. That way I can read questions a lot easier. Dude, I don't know what's been going on with my internet as of lately. Internet just hasn't been working. Happy holidays, by the way, Goldie. I just wanted to mention that. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, happy New Year's if I don't see you. Let me go ahead and pull out my live stream real quick on my phone. That way it's easier for me to read comments. Alright, awesome. Yep. We are officially live. Go ahead and show me some tokens, chat. That's really what this live stream's for, you know. It's for all of you to go ahead and show me tokens. All right, let's get it going. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Solana is pumping. So I think we gave people enough time to go ahead and join us. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on the time that you're watching this live stream. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome, by the way. Smash that subscribe button for me. And most importantly, go ahead and turn on post notifications so you won't go ahead and miss out another update. This is actually my second time live streaming today. Typically I try to aim anywhere between 2 videos, 3 videos sometimes a day. I've been kind of lacking behind that, so as we continue to have this this bullish market, 2 videos plus a day is the goal. But I actually wanted to go ahead and talk about this before we talk about Solana TA and all that, right? Thank you, same to you. I appreciate you a lot, Goldie. Hope you're having a wonderful day today, and today's Happy Friday for you. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be your last day at work before you have the weekend off, right? So Happy Friday for you. This is what I actually wanted to go ahead and talk about too, right? We're going to go ahead and talk about Solana. Solana's looking super, super bullish. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that. But anyways, read this article. Cathie Wood led ARK Invest dumps remaining Grayscale GBTC shares. ARK Invest reportedly invested in all these companies. They ended up selling a lot of their Bitcoin shares, thinking that because she ended up selling, that probably means that the ETF's not going to get approved. Apparently, from what they're saying, that it's going to take about 80. It's an 80% chance that it will get approved. So I don't know why people are freaking out, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does dump, right? But with that being said, if you are here to go ahead and get some Solana TA, which is very, very beneficial if you are a holder of altcoins, definitely want to go ahead and see altcoin season begin, right? So I was actually talking about this channel right here on Solana. Dude, I don't know why I've been having very, very bad connection as of lately. Okay, let's go. How's that? Let's go on the 30-minute chart. I was actually talking about how we were in this channel. In my opinion, I believe that was a bull flag pattern. And I did mention that in order for us to go ahead and continue to go ahead and go to the upside, I definitely wanted to go ahead and see this channel finally break to the upside, which we actually saw, right? So right now Solana has broke above the area that I was looking at. I did mention we wanted to go ahead and see Solana hold above 104.139, which is the reason why I put this yellow line right here. Let me go ahead and change the colors to pink. So this is actually the zone that when we were on stream, I'd said, you know, as long as we go ahead and break above this channel, we hold this area of support, we should be pretty bullish, right? If we continue with an uptrend. And literally from where I drew it, from this bottom, which I called today, from this bottom right here, it literally has been following my freaking lines, right? So I do expect Solana to possibly find some sort of support back up at the 104 before we start retesting the 108 again. And I do believe we should be able to break it unless we break it like right now, which is, you know, possible with Solana. With the way Solana moves, like anything's freaking possible. We could probably only see Solana go as low as 106. I would say probably 105.074 before trying to have a breakout to the upside. We're going to go ahead and see where things go, but Solana is looking pretty bullish, and for that reason, it's actually one of the reasons why I went live, because all the Solana memes are actually pumping right now, right? The thing is if you're not aware, every freaking token that it's in the Solana ecosystem literally freaking moons. And because Solana right now is getting closer to, well, actually did break out of this channel, this is kind of the reason why a lot of these freaking meme tokens right now, as you see, this one, Bork, 13,000% up. This is freaking insane, right? It looks like we're having the degen times come back. I mean, we have Mom, which I believe Glenn called out literally a few days ago, doing over 225%. And that's because Solana is breaking out, right? So we're actually seeing that all across the space right now on a lot of these Solana tokens. Not so much on ETH. ETH is still kind of falling behind. We're going to go ahead and talk about some TA on ETH. I know ETH also broke out of this channel. I do want to mention, by the way, if you're a holder of Pepe 2.0, there is some news we need to go ahead and talk about that, about Pepe 2.0. So definitely go ahead and continue to watch this live stream. I will go ahead and talk about Pepe 2 right now. If you are a holder of Pepe 2, I believe either today or tomorrow is actually the last day to go ahead and claim your tokens, right? So I do see over 10 of you watching right now. I really appreciate you a lot. Really does mean a lot. But go ahead and please smash that like button for me. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. Let's go ahead and get those likes going. Now we have 4 likes. So smash that like button for me. So anyways, back to what we were talking about. So Solana is doing pretty good, right? So Solana broke out of this channel, looking pretty well so far. As I mentioned, in order for us to be bearish with Solana, we would want to go ahead and see a fall below 103.9997 and close below it. And so far, everything's looking freaking good. You know, the RSI has crossed. Really bullish sign. We're seeing the momentum in the market picking up. We see Bitcoin slowly kind of losing its dominance once again. So that means that the money from Bitcoin moved back into these alts. Looks like a lot of traders and a lot of retail investors are excited for the altcoins, so that is definitely a good sign. That's pretty much it on Solana. If you want me to go ahead and do any TA on any specific, you know, altcoin or meme coin, go ahead and comment down below. But that's my opinion. I was actually talking about entering a short on Solana if we were to go ahead and lose and fall below 103.967, and we actually broke above it, right? Can this be a fake out and can it go ahead and still collapse? Yeah, 100%. But in order to go ahead and see that, we would want to go ahead and see a fall below 101.084 in order to go ahead and confirm that this is a fake reversal. But it's looking pretty good, honestly. I do want to go ahead and point out too that the DXY looks like it's slightly reversing, which is actually quite surprising because Bitcoin's actually dumping, right? Bitcoin's actually supposed to do the opposite, which typically does not happen. Lady, okay, Milady, let's go ahead and do some Lady TA. Let's go. Is it mid lady or is it lady? I'm assuming is this one, right? Ladies USDT. Is this Goldie crypto? I'm assuming it probably is. Comment down below if this is it. I'll go ahead and wait. Give it about 30 seconds just for Goldie crypto to go ahead and confirm this is the token. I'm assuming it is. Lady is a ticker symbol, so mid lady. In the meantime, while we're waiting for her to go ahead and confirm with us, I do want to go ahead and say, go ahead and support the channel by using my links down below. Let me go ahead and shut this off real quick. Go ahead and use my links down below. Currently, right now, we're partnered with BingX, 5,000 sign-up bonuses, no KYC. Same thing with MEXC. I know a lot of people have been a little bit iffy about MEXC with all the bearish news. I mean, MEXC is good. I always say this. But if you want to go ahead and trade a different exchange, which I always recommend you to diversify, this is the reason why we partnered up with BingX. You could go ahead and use BingX, and you could also trade on Bybiy. $30,000 in sign-up bonuses. Bybiy does require KYC. And that's kind of the only reason why I like MEXC, because it requires no KYC. And I think it's just really cool. You know what I mean? That's kind of the reason why we jumped into DeFi, right? We don't want to go ahead and be freaking putting up all these information, long paperwork and all that. But as I mentioned, these are the two companies right now, MEXC and BingX. Not only are they giving out good bonuses, but it is no KYC. So go ahead and check them out. Let me go ahead and check. Yes, ladies. All right, so let's go back to the TA. That was a little quick ad break. So looking at the 4 hourly right now, what I'm going to first go ahead and identify is looking for some sort of area support, right? So usually what I like to go ahead and do is I like to zoom out. Typically, I like to go ahead and start off with the daily. A lot of people ask me like, hey, John, what's the best way for, you know, basic technical analysis? I keep it very, very simple. I know a lot of people use different tools and different indicators. For myself, I like to keep it very, very simple because that's how trading really should be, right? It's very, very simple. I think just most people overcomplicate it when it comes to looking at certain levels. But with that being said, what area do you see that has been touched multiple times, right? When you're looking for an area of support, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little support and resistance lesson for all those that might be tuning in brand new to the channel, that are entering into the space of crypto and don't understand TA but definitely want to learn, right? Because I've been getting a lot of questions as of lately, and I know we've been getting a lot of new people in crypto coming into the channel, right? So if you know this, just bear with me. But let me go ahead and do a quick little lesson for everybody that wants to understand, you know, technical analysis, right? So typically what you want to go ahead and look for is look for an area of support, right? Support meaning your floor. What area do you see that has been touched multiple times, right? In my eyes, I see this zone right here. We see that it touched, it fell below it, which then became a resistance. And we see right here this area 2 become a resistance. And if you don't know, resistance becomes support and support becomes resistance, meaning as soon as support gets broken, it is now the new, or as soon as support gets rejected, it becomes resistance and vice versa, right? I'm not sure if that made any sense. Comment down below if that makes any sense, right? Click 1 or something. This is an area of support right here. Support, you could go ahead and say support and support. So one good sign that we do see right here for mid lady is that we have found some sort of area of support, right? So typically what I like to go ahead and use my tool, I like to use a rectangle. You could go ahead and use different lines. I like using the rectangle because this gives you an idea of where the price action could go, right? So let me go ahead and highlight it, make it look cool. And let's do yellow. I think that looks pretty appealing, right? And we would call this our area of support, all right? Dog Pharma, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo, I thought this was old. How's it going, Billy? Okay, Goldie understands. Welcome, 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 bro. Okay, so right now we're looking at this area of support right here. This is what I would call our support. Obviously, it's not 100% because we do see some sort of resistance, but this is the reason why we use a rectangle, right? Because mid lady is a meme token, and that would include that there's a lot of volatility, and sometimes supports are broken very, very easily, right? So with that being said, now we want to, hopefully I didn't burp into anybody onto the mic, but now we want to go ahead and look at our area of resistance, right? Typically we could go ahead and start off by where the most times it has been rejected. It's been rejected all the way over here, but I like to keep it very, very simple, right? I don't like to go ahead and look at these highs, because if you go ahead and measure it from this top to the bottom, this is literally over 200% pump, right? So what I want to go ahead and look for is another area of resistance that we see that we've gotten rejected multiple times. So going back over here in the chart, we see the zone has been rejected multiple times, right? So we're going to go ahead and take out our rectangle tool one more time, and we're going to go ahead and call this our area of resistance, right? So now we're going to go ahead and change the colors. That way we don't get confused with it. We're going to do red, and we're going to do it orange. No, actually we'll do blue. That looks better. You think Sol will pump or keep being crap today? I mean, I think Solana is going to continue to pump, bro. I think Solana has given us a sign that it's now going back to an uptrend. So I think right now Solana is good. It's solely my opinion only, right? But I was actually considering opening short today on Solana, and based on what we're seeing on the price action, is actually looking very, very bullish, right? But back to lady, right? So this is an area of support that has been found now. So now what we're going to be focusing on, what I typically like to go ahead and do, this is your support and this is your resistance. This is your floor. This is your, I guess, your ceiling, you could call it, right? And now what I'd like to go ahead and do is start off with the daily, zoom out. Okay, we see the daily looks nice. We found our support and resistance. We go down to the smaller time frames. We now look at the 4 hourly. So yeah, we aimed it pretty well. We found support and resistance pretty well. We could even go a little bit lower and call this resistance, but we'll just keep it at where it's at. And then I would go ahead and go down to the 1 hourly, zoom out, look for anything that I find interesting or that stands out to me the most. Then I switch over to the 15-minute chart, and then where I go is I go back onto the daily. Do I see any patterns right here in the daily? Well, one of the biggest patterns that I do see is a possible cup and handle pattern, right? We could go ahead and see that possible cup and handle pattern. So the good thing about this is that we have found an area of support in mid-lady, meaning as long as mid-lady continues to hold this area of support, we should be seeing mid-lady break new all-time highs. And we're talking about a potential short-term, like not even over-exaggerating for a lot of you, a 200% pump, which is a 2x, right? But ideally, we would have a bigger pump as soon as we have this confirmation this breakout confirm, right? Typically with cup and handle patterns, in order to go ahead and confirm this, you would want to go ahead and see a break past this area of resistance, and that would go ahead and confirm its next leg up. Usually it goes and retests the area of resistance, which is now the area of support, and then makes new all-time highs. That's typically what we see. That's on the longer daily time frame. Now we can go ahead and switch over to the 4-hourly chart, and then focus really down into the price action, short term and midterm, right? The prediction that I just gave you right now with mid-lady, it's a long term, a little bit more long term, midterm, right? It could take a couple weeks, it could take a couple days. Looking at the 4-hourly, this is some price action that you could be looking into if you want to enter a trade right now. One of the other patterns that I figure out, that I just kind of saw, and this is why you want to go ahead and use different time frames, because you get to go ahead and see different patterns, and that determines whether you should enter a position or not, right? What we're seeing right now is I see a massive head and shoulders pattern, and typically with head and shoulders patterns, they're quite bearish patterns, and then we go ahead and see a follow with some sort of dump. Usually with head and shoulders patterns, what I usually see is I see some sort of consolidation period. Typically, sometimes it takes days, sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months. It just really depends, right? So if you're looking to enter mid-lady right now, you're actually at a perfect time, right? Because we finally came crashing all the way down to the levels that we need to, and now it's actually holding above this area of support. So the only time mid-lady becomes bearish is if we lose this zone right here, which if you go ahead and see my little brush right here, if we break this area right here and fall down, that would be quite bearish for mid-lady. But we could go ahead and say that this is a pretty nice area of support, right? A little bit of support was found right there. We saw that it was slightly respected there, and then right here. So it's not looking too bad for mid-lady in my opinion. RSI, we do see that it slowly crossed above, and right now you could just go ahead and expect some sort of consolidation before we start seeing some more movement to the upside. I'm assuming maybe ETH might be what's going to be pumping this moving forward. And that's on the 4-hourly chart. Let's go over to the 1-hourly chart. On the 1-hourly chart, we do see on the smaller time frames that we are approaching some sort of area of resistance, and the area of resistance that we're looking at is around the 75112, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and pull out my tool right here for you, and I'm going to go ahead and put it down. So 7529. So in order for mid-lady to be bullish short term in the hourly, on the 1-hourly time frame, I would like to go ahead and see mid-lady break above 7529 and start having a staircase effect, right? Because as you see, we have been making new lows every time, or new highs, whatever you want to call it. So now what we want to go ahead and see is we want to go ahead and see the trend reversal of this zone being broken out, right? And in order to go ahead and confirm that, it would have to go ahead and break above 7529 and hold above it. So as long as we go ahead and confirm that we could go ahead and break above it and hold, this is going to be a pretty good entry for you if you're looking to go ahead and trade, right? Typically when you're looking for breakouts, you want to go ahead and get a confirmation. We could go ahead and say and assume that this could be a potential W pattern or double bottom, whatever you want to call it, which is typically a bullish pattern, right? But in order to go ahead and confirm your position, whether you should go long or short, you want to get a confirmation of the price action, because usually you're always followed with a lot of fake outs, right? Especially with the meme tokens, super risky plays. So as I mentioned, you want to go ahead and see a break above 7529. So maybe screenshot this, write it down on a piece of paper, piece of board, on your notes. If you're looking to go ahead and enter a trade, you could either go ahead and play the game where you just dollar cost average, really don't time the market, just wait for it to do its thing. You could probably expect this thing to consolidate here for a while before we see a movement to the upside. But in order to go ahead and confirm that we are now in a reversal, we would have to break above 7529 and hold above it. So this is where we would want to see mid-lady approach these areas in order to go ahead and confirm that we have broken this area, not only of resistance, but this downtrend. Hopefully that made sense for all of you. Chris, how's it going, my guy? This one's Ka Juan. Looks funny. 50% burn. Can you take a look? 100%, bro. Welcome, by the way, man. Glad to see you again. Hopefully that helped all of you on that. Typically, sometimes too, when it comes to a lot of these tokens, what I like to go ahead and use, I like to use the Fibonacci retracements, which I use by Natoshi, which is Crypto Queen now. Shout out to her. And typically the way you go ahead and measure this is you measure from your bottom to your top, and then you go ahead and look for this area of the 618. You could do it this way, and the 618 is going to be around here, 9163. So another way a lot of people confirm it is as soon as it breaks past that 618 and it touches above it, that usually confirms this is going to go ahead and go up even higher, right? There's different tools you could go ahead and use. But let's go ahead and look at these tokens right here. JMEC, how's it going, my guy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one today, bro. Glad to see you here again. It's great seeing a lot of you here multiple times, right? Dogo, no problem, man. Appreciate you. Smash that like button for me, chat. Please, please, please. It's completely free. Doesn't cost you anything. And it helps support me, right? We have over 11 watchers and only 7 likes. Come on. What is this? Bonk Elon? 3,000 market cap. Is this the token that you're shilling us, Chris? Bonk Elon. Bonk Elon Mars. Is this a token? You're welcome, Goaty. Yeah, apparently this is the alpha, he's calling it. Billy says I took a nap at like 8 p.m. Nice, bro. I was hitting you guys up, man. I was playing a little bit of Fortnite earlier because I was trying to relax. Yeah, dude. Nice. Nice, J-Mech. He just woke up to my live too. I did spam the like button. I appreciate you, Dog Pharma. Is there any other tokens you guys want me to go ahead and look at? Chris just shield does a token right now. This is Bonk Elon. I mean, there's really not much to really talk about this. I mean, in order for this to be bullish, we need to go ahead and see a break above 1716. So I guess you can have this one in your watch list, chat, if that's what you want to look at. But yeah, honestly, too, chat, I forgot to tell you, go ahead and join my Discord for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you could go ahead and definitely get some alpha in here. Let me go ahead and post a link for all of you to go ahead and join. Yeah, Billy, I hit you up on Discord because I was playing Fortnite because I got wrecked on freaking trading some of these Solana meme tokens, which I'm not going to touch for a while. And I'm like, dude, I got to freaking like get my mind out of this. And yeah, I never heard from you. Yeah, and then I got stressed out from Fortnite, man. Fortnite stressed me out, and I'm like, dude, I had enough of this. That's why I can't play video games anymore. It just stresses me out. When you're done with TA, I'm curious to know, what do you think about Tynex project? The mining thing looks amazing. I mean, we've been hearing a lot. I'm down for Fortnite. I'm down for Fortnite after a stream, dude. I'm down for Fortnite. Anybody who plays Fortnite. If anybody plays Fortnite, I'm down to play Fortnite. I used to hate that game, but it's low-key kind of fun. But dude, I was playing solo matches, and it was just stressing me out, dude. I was like, dude, I just can't do this right now. It's like crypto stresses me out, Fortnite stresses me out, dude. I gotta find a hobby that doesn't stress me out. Timex, I've been hearing a lot about Timex, man. I know there's somebody else in the chat that usually always shills Timex, telling us about some crazy returns. I can't really tell you exactly how I feel about it because I don't know much about it, so I don't want to go ahead and speak on something that I'm not too aware of, and I really don't know how these virtual miners work, honestly. Estimated ROI at the end of the miner. How long is the miner typically? How does the miner thing work though? That's what I want to understand. Like I don't understand any of this. Like I don't understand any of this. Like I wish there was like a what is estimated ROI at the end of the miners? Like what does it mean? Like how long does a miner last? That's what I would like to know. Okay, so you got payouts right here. So estimated rate of $181. Like I don't understand this. So you get $3 of payout. I'm confused. Number of miners. So what does it cost to own a miner? That's my question. So to earn one miner, ETH to start mining 492. So it's 492, market value of miners 4,300. I don't get it. So ETH to start miners is 492. and market value of miners is 4,299. Estimated ROI at the end of the miner is 722%. I don't understand it. Well, what does a miner's length mean? Right? Like, I don't understand any of this. Like, I wish I did. Max. Like, I don't understand any of this. Like, let's say I want to buy 2 miners, which is, it's $985, and market value of miners will be $8,000. So it's an 8x. But how does it work is my question. Like, how does having these 2 miners work? Like, how do I get paid? Because honestly, dude, if paying $985 with, you know, $985 into $8,000, which is about an 8x, my question is, how long does it take to get that payout? So you have an 8-day payout cycle, 28-day pay cycle. I just don't understand this, honestly. Like, I wish they had a white paper to really understand all of this. Oh, they do. They do. Silly me, I didn't know that. Yeah, dude, I honestly don't know. Like, I need to go ahead. I would have to do some research on this. And this would take me a while to really understand how all this works. I know a percentage gets mined. Like, dude, like, if there's someone else in the chat that's super bullish on this, I forgot who it is. But I don't know how this works. I don't know how this virtual miner works. Penalties. You have a 7-day grace period, which you could claim miners and not receive any penalties. After 7-day grace, you enter a penalty zone, which looks like this. Limits. Mining ETH distribution. Let's see. The timex, people use ETH plus time. The ETH gets back given to the user a variety of ways. 62% of ETH gets sent to decentralized buy and burn. 28% of the ETH goes to payout cycles used by Tinex stakers based on their number of shares. 7% of ETH goes to the burn pool, and 3% goes to Genesis. I don't understand this. I really don't understand how Tinex... Like, I thought this was a freaking meme token, because it just has, like, a meme token vibe. But I just don't understand this, to be honest. I just don't understand it. I really wish I knew. Okay, let's go ahead and see what JMix says. I feel like Bonk's going to do the next bull run what Shape did last one. What do you think about that? I think it's possible. The thing is with Bonk right now, we hit some pretty crazy levels already. And I feel like Bonk, I don't want to say it's overpriced, but I just feel like Bonk has hit some zones that are already kind of overvalued, if that makes any sense, right? Like, Bonk already hit some crazy zones. Like, do you really think Bonk could go ahead and go up higher than where it's at? And that's kind of the question you have to be asking yourself. Like, do you think Bonk could go up higher? Like, what could the market cap of Bonk really be, right? Bonk right now is at a 900 million market cap. It did hit as high as 2 billion. How high can it really go during a bull run? I don't know. That's a great question. One thing I could tell you is that Bonk's looking super bullish too. It's about to break above the 618 Fibonacci retracement, which is a very bullish sign. And as long as Bonk continues to hold up to this upside, you could go ahead and see Bonk do literally a 1.5x in the next couple days. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So it looks like a lot of these tokens are getting ready for our next run up on Bonk. But overall on Bonk, I don't like to give those kind of predictions of, like, you know, where can a meme token be in a couple months, because you really don't know. Meme tokens literally die. Like, that's why I don't really like giving too much price predictions when it comes to memes, unless it's like short term, and I could go ahead and give it to you, like right now with Bonk. You know, right now I could tell you that we will see like a 1x soon in the next coming days. But as far as like what's my prediction for the next bull run, I'm sure Bonk would definitely go ahead and bring in a lot more traction, but you also have to remember Bonk is going to be at how high can Bonk really go? Let's be honest. It already hit a 2 billion market cap during a bear market. During a bull market, what can it do? a 10 billion market cap, maybe an 18 billion market cap. You also have to consider that there's going to be a lot of meme tokens, right? People always compare SHIB to every token, but you have to remember the only meme token that was big at the time was SHIB. SHIB was like kind of like the thing that opened up the doors for all these meme tokens to be available besides Dogecoin, right? So Dogecoin and SHIB are like the main leading factors, and now everybody wants to be the next SHIB. The reality is nobody really can. I mean, there's already tokens that have done that, and Dogecoin and SHIB, you have to also understand that everybody believes that with every token now. So like every time, this is the reason why people are so quick to move with a lot of these tokens, is because they all think that they're all going to be the next SHIB. And that's what people don't understand, that it's that when there's so much money spread out like that and people's attention spans are like less than 1 second and they're moving on to the next token quickly, how realistically can Bonk really push the upside? I think at the max, probably a 10 billion market cap. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think a 10 to a 12 billion market cap is possible. Can we go above it and surpass SHIB and Dogecoin? I don't think so. I think SHIB and Dogecoin are themselves are also going to do like what, a minimal 10 or 12x, and I see Bonk doing that as well. You know, I think Bonk could do an additional 10x, possibly a 12x during a bull run, because you have to keep in mind that during a bull run, you really think a lot of people are going to be like, who's going to be buying Bonk and SHIB and Doge for 10x when you could go ahead and buy Franc and make more money off of that, right? There's going to be more exposure. Now we're having Solana being a new token, so there's going to be more people trying to degen into these Solana plays, or you know, new BNB plays, or Ethereum, or new blockchains. Like this time around with DeFi is going to be a lot different than it has been in the prior years. So yes, we're going to have more inflow of money, but we're also going to have people looking for the next SHIB. And that's what they're all going to continue to do. This is the reason why these projects dump very, very quickly, because most people either make their money on the token and they're off to the next SHIB, or most people end up holding the bag at the top and end up getting wrecked. And now they're left with holding on to this token until it reaches all-time highs again. Imagine the people that bought, you know, Bonk at 2 billion market cap, and Bonk actually dumped quite a bit. Like after it reached 2 billion market cap, it actually dumped over 77%. So imagine the people that got wrecked on this. And I told everybody that this was going to happen, that we were going to see a 7% correction on Bonk, and that was as soon as all the big influencers were talking about it. So people are always going to be looking for the next Bonk. That's just the reality of the world. Dog for me says, you use ETH for digital mining more profit than if you stake your earned ETH. Is digital mining even a thing though? The pumpamentals, yeah. It's like when you go to the bank, give them money locked up for a certain period of time, they pay you back with some ROI. The best on Tinex is the 280 days for ROI, but most do 45. How much do you get off the 45? Oh, it tells you right here. Does it give you a percentage of how much you get paid? Should you have to stake your token as well? That's what I would like to know. Calculator. Like I'll try to use a calculator one more time. I mean, okay, let's say we were to buy this amount of tokens. But that's just estimated at the end. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Tinex. If I was to stake Tinex, how much would I get paid, bro? That's what I want to know. How much would I get paid? Let's see. Coin market cap. Because if you're putting in 600 bucks and you're getting paid pretty well, dude, that's the freaking play right there. You know what I mean? Let's just say we put $1,000. This is how many tokens we'll get. Let's see how many tokens we'll get. All right, let's go ahead and put the tokens we will get. How many tokens was that? One. Let's see. We'll just do it from here. We'll do that. Let's see if that works. There's no way. What does a stake length mean? Number of days you want to stake. Okay. Let's just say I want to stake for 30 days. There's no way that's $2 million. What about 6 days? $90,000 is not correct. How much would it cost me? How much would it cost me to mine some? Like, let me go ahead and pretend like I was to go ahead and buy some of this. Say I wanted to buy 1 ETH worth. How much would 1 ETH give me? 723668592, which is about 732 million. Let's say, right? Let's go ahead and retry this one more time. Let's say I was supposed to do this. So for 28 days, let's say for 30 days, how much would I get paid with $1,000? So for 30 days, I would get paid $356 in 8 days, which is actually not bad. Wait, that's 3,500. 30 days. All right, 30 days. In 8 days, I'll get paid $82, which is not bad. 28 days, 82. I don't get that. 90 days is 246. And then I don't get this. Why does it decrease? What about 90 days? How much would I get for 90 days? I don't understand the math on this. 90 days for a payout? Like, are you getting paid on ETH? Yeah, I really don't understand this. Amhid, how's it going, my guy? Amid, hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. I almost sold all my soul at break even. Glad I didn't. I just learned to take profits and not be so greedy. That's good, man. I'm glad to go ahead and hear that. Yeah, that's the most difficult part, right? Learning to take profits is the most freaking the most difficult part. John, your ROI depending on the mining power. I have to read the white paper, bro, to be honest. Just tell me this. How much would I make if I was to put $1,000? That's what I'm trying to find out. Like, if I was to put $1,000 into Tinex, how much would I make a day? How much would I make for 30 days? And how much would I make for an 8-day period, right? I would like to go ahead and know that. Because if you're making a couple $100, like, that's actually a good, return. And are you getting paid on ETH? And if you're not making that much, if you're making $80, risking $1,000, I just don't see the benefit for it. It's just for me personally, right? I just really don't see the benefit of doing that. Like, investing $1,000 to make $80. You could probably make more of that if you provide liquidity with a lot of these higher cap tokens, right? Like, if you provide liquidity, let's say for like these tokens right here, I'm not sure if you could provide liquidity for these meme tokens. I don't know if you could do that. It's actually one of the tokens that I invested into today. Dude, I got wrecked on a lot of freaking projects today on Solana. Like, I lost over $600 on Solana. And I'm just not going to touch meme tokens anymore, dude. I'm just so freaking done with me. Dude, meme tokens are not even like, I'm not trying to bash on anybody, but meme tokens, it's literally no freaking like, I don't want to say it doesn't require skill, because it does require skill. You have to understand how the community moves, the fundamentals, pumpamentals, as Billy likes to call them. But like, when it comes to TA on freaking meme tokens, dude, it's out the door. Because you can't put manipulation into the price action. At least like when we're doing like these higher cap meme tokens, I guess you could call them, like mid-ladies, which they're still meme tokens, but they're a little bit more respected on levels that you could see on support, right? That's when you're trading new meme tokens, is like, yeah, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you lose money most of the time. And I literally lost over $600 today trading these dumb Solana tokens that only literally pump like 30% and they dump freaking 80%. Like, you can't make this thing up. Like hopefully, like while we're seeing Solana pump, we could go ahead and see these meme tokens that I threw my money in like reverse. But yeah, dude, I'm freaking done trading these meme tokens. Like, I'm just gonna stick to leverage trading, honestly. I'm just gonna stick to leverage trading these higher cap altcoins. That's what I'm just gonna go ahead and focus on moving forward. Like, I'm not gonna be touching a lot of these meme tokens anymore. The only thing I will go ahead and like touch is like these lower cap tokens, lower cap altcoins, if you want to call them, that have somewhat of utility. I mean, I consider these tokens freaking meme tokens too, though, to be honest. I guess you can consider some of these lower cap altcoins meme tokens themselves, because they're very, very risky. But I would rather throw my money into these tokens on a longer term play than like start freaking degening into these like Solana plays that literally get you wrecked left and right, dude, like straight up. Then again, I think I probably just put too much money on the Solana plays. I think you're better off putting like $40. I think that's the play. It's throwing in like $40 into a lot of these Solana plays, and then just hope that the project you get in, the developer doesn't rug, or the community doesn't dump on you, or the early buyers don't fully dump on you and crash the market. That's kind of like where we're at right now with Solana, is that because there's so much greed in the market, people are willing to do what I'm willing to do to go ahead and get a quick nut, and then we end up getting wrecked. And yeah, and that's it for me on this Solana meme coin journey, dude. Like I tried trading these Solana meme tokens, and dude, it's just like straight gambling. That's really what it is. It's just 100% gambling. Like there's no way to know what's gonna happen. Like I guess like even this, right? This is what I was trading. I was buying this token right here, which seemed pretty bullish. It was at 30 million market cap, and it continues to pump. It's probably going to reverse, and it's probably going to pump like crazy, I feel like. I mean, look at this pump in the last 24 hours, 421. And I actually bought in like around right here, which was like about a 30% pump, right? It wasn't too much. And as soon as this dip came, which would have indicated typically that it's going to go ahead and continue to pump, it instead dumped. And I ended up buying that dip again, and it kept on dumping, and I ended up buying that dip right here again on the 6.8, and it kept on dumping, dude. And I'm just like, bro, like these are clear areas for a reversal. Like what the heck is going on? And it was probably like insider team selling their tokens. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you just can't predict where a lot of these meme tokens are going to go, right? It's honestly just really just pure luck. That's really what it is. And unless you have the eye to understand how these meme tokens move and what's going to catch people's attention, you really have to understand that. But like for someone like myself that just trades based on like what I look at, like technical analysis kind of aspect, dude, like this is not TA. Like tell me where is this TA, dude? And watch this thing pump out of nowhere in the next couple of days. Wouldn't be surprised. I cross my fingers I do, because I'm down 99% on my portfolio on this. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I could even also say, hey, look, this might be a cup and handle pattern, but I really can't, because these meme tokens do whatever they want. And that's why, for that reason, dude, I'm done trading meme tokens. Like I was done trading meme tokens to begin with, like on the Ethereum network, unless they were leveraged tokens, which are not as bad. They're bad, but they're not as bad. And now I'm just completely done trading Solana meme tokens too. Like I tried it, and all the times I got into these Solana plays, dude, I get wrecked. Like literally every freaking project I've jumped into Solana has wrecked me. I don't know how people are making money in this Solana space. Like, dude, like every token seems to be a rug pull right now. But that's what I heard from somebody else, I'm in this alpha group, and they were telling me that. They were saying, they're like, bro, like weeks ago, you were able to throw your money on any token and it would pump. And they were telling me how like right now the market's super oversaturated, and there's too many people trying to find the next bonk. And for that reason, when there's too many people trying to look for the next bonk, that means there's too much greed in the market. And when there's too much greed in the market, people like myself get wrecked on stupid tokens like the one I'm looking at right now that looks like it's going to continue to go up, and then just freaking dumps out of nowhere, right? And we see that time and time again with a lot of these tokens. Like we could even go back onto, for example, egg, right? This is a token that Glenn was telling us about a while back. This thing's sitting at a 5 million market cap. But even if you were to go on the daily, look how much this thing has dumped. Look at that. Literally dumped over 90%, and now it's actually having that reversal. Same thing with mom. This token was like completely almost dead. Like somebody was telling me on my live stream last time, like, dude, last time you were talking about mom during your live stream, it was pumping and then it dumped out of nowhere. Look at this thing now, pumped. So it's like, it kind of seems like a lot of these projects is randomly pump. Like in order for you to really know which one's going to be the keeper, I feel like you really don't know. It's like you're better off just throwing some money on a lot of these tokens and just letting it sit there and just seeing where things are going to go. This one too, slow. Looked like it was going to be super bullish and then it just dumped. Looked like it was about to have a reversal and it continued to dump. With the 2 million market cap. You know what I mean? It's like right now we're just like super saturated in the market. And this is the reason why we're seeing a lot of these tokens just dump like crazy. But you're also seeing some very nice reversal like this one. S-SHIB, you know, Key was talking about this one. But even if you look at this one, at SHIB, this token looks scary. Like look at this. Like the first 2 days it pumped and then it's dumped in 90 days. And it was in this consolidating period, if you were to call it, for about 8 days before it had a massive breakout to an upside. Which if you measure it from this top to this bottom, it doesn't tell you, right? That was probably a little bit over a 10x out of nowhere. And then you just see it follow with an 80% dump, and now it's reversing back again. It's like, dude, it's like, who knows how to find the freaking right Solana token? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not here to find out, dude, because I understand this is just a wave. This is just a temporary wave. I'm sure Solana is going to be around, you know, this whole entire bull run, and there's still going to be people aping into Solana. But I also believe there's going to be other blockchains that people are going to be jumping into, like AVAX. There's going to be people looking more into tokens that are not being used as much, because that's how you make money right now, right? Like right now, like I learned how to bridge into the token called MEXC, which actually just got listed on MEXC like today, right? So there's going to be a lot of new blockchains coming out, and there is a lot of blockchains. I mean, look at this right here. If you just go right here, like Moon River, I remember someone was telling me about Moon River, Chronos. Like, think about this. These are all tokens that you could go ahead and trade on their blockchain. You see how many blockchains they have now? It's insane, dude. This is a token that I'm talking about, MEXC. MEXC token is where apparently it's supposed to be the new hot thing now. And if you look at MEXC, I don't know when this thing came out. It looks like it came out back in 2021. You see that MEXC token was up as high as $300, and right now it's up over $80. So I actually just learned how to bridge this token today. Shout out to Crypto Junkie for putting me on this. But I guess MEXC is the new freaking blockchain to be trading on. So what I'm going to be doing these next couple days, now that I got wrecked on Solana, is in order to really make money in this space, man, especially DeFi, it's kind of like yield farming. You want to get in before anybody really starts talking about it. Like right now, I'm sure you can make a lot of money on Solana plays, dude, but I think the market's just super saturated now. Like way too freaking saturated. Like I don't even remember seeing this many tokens come left and right last bull run like this. Like yes, there was a lot of projects coming out, but like, dude, there's literally projects coming out with the dumbest freaking name, and they don't even have a website or a Twitter or a Telegram. They're just pumping, and they're just literally tokens with just a word, with literally no Twitter, no website, not even an effort to have a cool name, and they're up like 10 million market cap. Like how does that make any sense? And then you have like tokens like this, like, dude, dog with a hat. Like, you can't make this thing up, bro. 209 million market cap. This thing just came out back in December 12. This thing's up over 11,000%. Like this, like there's like Solana is literally printing millionaires left and right now. You know what I mean? It's like we've seen so many of these. I'm 200 million, dude. Like this is freaking insane. 200 million market cap. Like Bonk wasn't that far away from this market cap not that long ago. Like maybe like 2 months ago, month and a half ago. And now we're gonna have another new bonk. So if you're thinking about a new bonk and you're asking yourself, hey John, what's the new bonk? I don't know. Maybe it's Dog with the Hat, because I actually saw crypto.com tweet this out. Look. Look what crypto.com just tweeted out. And I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Or maybe it was something else. But look what crypto.com posted. Hint, new listing, and there's a dog with a hat. Guess what the freaking token is? Dog with a hat, maybe? Maybe this is the freaking token? I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the crazy thing. Like, this is where we're in the space right now. And people always ask me, hey, John, what's the next bonk? I don't freaking know, dude. I really don't freaking know. Like, I tried dabbling into the Solana meme coin space. But yeah, I think I'm just going to stick to leverage trading. Like, you guys could go ahead and continue to shill these meme tokens. And, you know, I know a lot of you have already made a lot of money. But, dude, this Solana meme token trading is not for me, dude. Like you just it's based off of nothing, bro. Like literally, like you're just gambling like your money away. Like it's not even like an estimated guess. It's literally just you like throwing your money and just hoping it goes to the moon. And I hate relying on stuff like that. Like I hate just throwing my money into something and hoping it does something without me actually knowing if it's gonna do something or not. And that's why I feel like a lot of these Solana tokens are right now. Like you're just throwing your money. You don't even freaking know where it's going to go. You know, you're kind of better off like, you know, buying freaking the higher cap all meme coins. You know, you're better off buying Shiba and Doge at this point if you really want to make money, because, you know, most of you are probably going to lose money on the Solana tokens. I freaking gotten wrecked, bro. Like I've gotten freaking wrecked on all these Solana tokens. Then again, I got in at the top. So for all of you that got in early on the Solana token wave, which I wish I did. The only thing I was trading with Solana was Bonk at the time, and that made me some money. But I wasn't trading it on DeFi. I was trading it on leverage. And right now, it's like I'm sure a lot of these meme tokens are going to continue to pump, but we are reaching these high levels of greed that a lot of these tokens are going to do rug pulls. So what I've noticed right now, based on what we're looking at, if you really want to expose yourself to these tokens, throw in no more than $40, bro. Like throw in $40 and that's it. And then just hope and wait that the token freaking is alive in a week. That's really all you could do, because based on all the charts that I showed you, most of these tokens dump 90% before they have some sort of massive pump out of nowhere for no apparent reason. Let's go ahead and read some comments. Request in crypto, guys. Is possible Solana go to 115 mark? I think Solana could go as high as $150. That's actually my price target on this analysis that I actually just made earlier today. I was talking about how, you know, we could be seeing Solana reaching $147. Dog Farmer, the best plan if you don't put the huge amount is around 1.5k a month at actual price, plus you earn ETH on stake. Check it later when you're free. Could go Solana today to 115. I think it could, bro. I mean, Solana looks like we are at a resistance at around 108, 159. So as soon as we break 108, which actually looks like we are getting the momentum right now, we could actually be waking up tomorrow with Solana breaking above the zone and climbing back up to $115. I agree with you. And if we do go ahead and have Solana breaking towards those areas of 115 and above, we will have a lot of these Solana meme tokens pump. So I hope that all that money that I freaking lost today trading these Solana meme tokens, it's gonna freaking turn into freaking millions, hopefully. Let's hope it turns into millions. We should all enter a group that manipulates super low cap altcoins. You can join my Discord, bro. I don't know if I'm down to manipulate super low cap altcoins, but I'm down to jump into projects together. If that makes any sense. Join the Discord chat, by the way. 115 is not enough for you. Bro, it's a good time to buy Matic and Polkadot. I haven't done any TA on Matic and Polkadot, but I'll definitely go ahead and do some right now. KASTA is starting and I'm not in. Dude, I feel you. That's how I feel with the whole entire freaking market, bro. I feel like when I try to enter into the freaking market, I just get wrecked, bro. Like, I've literally just been having L's as of lately. Like, since my Grok 2.0 loss, bro. Like, literally as soon as I got into Grok 2.0, you can't make this thing up. Like, I really wish I could, man. Like, I just don't know what's been going on. Like, I've been having such a great freaking, like, I would say my life's been pretty great so far. As of lately, I would say my life's been great. But, like, dude, my trading has been just terrible these last couple months, bro. Like, ever since November, like, I was doing really freaking good. I had, like, freaking a 2-3 month streak that I was just, since October, I was doing pretty good. October, November, I was doing really good. And then mid-November comes in. And then as soon as I jump into Grok 2.0, when I made over $20,000 on Pepe 2, dude, you can't make this thing up. Grok's contract gets exploited and it dumps 80% and I get wrecked and I lose $20,000. And I'm like, whatever, dude, it's cool. I'll make the money back. Then I jump into back with Pepe 2 with another $1,200 to go ahead and leverage trade. Literally, I'm in a position and then they liquidate me. That's when the whole entire market lost. Over 202 million longs lost money on the liquidity grab a little bit over 3 weeks ago now. And I freaking got wrecked on my Pepe 2 position, and then Pepe 2 pumped. Not crazy, but it pumped. And the whole market pumped. And literally now that I jump back into freaking these Solana plays, I get freaking wrecked. Like, I just had some really bad freaking shitty trading months, man. Like, ever since Grok, like, it just hasn't been going my way, dude, honestly. I think just moving forward, like, just starting next month, like, I'm probably going to tell myself this because I always tell myself this, and I'm not going to trade. But I should just probably take a cool break, dude, honestly. I should probably just take, like, a 6-month break of not trading and just freaking stack money or just dollar cost average on a lot of these tokens, because I feel like if I keep on like freaking blowing up my account back to back, and it's over dumb stuff, it's over freaking meme tokens. Maybe I just gotta stop freaking trading meme tokens, dude. Like, everybody just tells me, John, just freaking stop trading meme tokens, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is why you're getting wrecked. And I think this might be my sign that, like, I have to stop trading meme tokens, bro, because or else I'm just going to keep, not only am I going to freaking lose my mind, but I'm going to lose all my freaking money time and time again. And by the time the bull run's already going like it is right now, I'm going to be out of capital. And I'm going to be missing out on all the freaking fun while everybody's making millions, while John was too busy freaking buying some dumb meme tokens, getting wrecked every time. For whatever reason, bro. It's just like memes just haven't been my thing as of lately, dude. Like, straight up. Like, I see everybody making money on memes except for me, dude. I just been getting wrecked this market. Like, I had such a freaking great market. Like, and that's what I'm telling you. I've had a pretty great year. Like, I could tell you that freaking life's been great besides my trading life. Like, my trading life, dude, terrible. I freaking hate it right now. But besides that, I've been having a blast. I've been having a blast in life, but dude, trading just hasn't been going my way. Hasn't been going my way. I think I'm better off just dollar cost averaging at this point. And if I do want to trade, just trade higher cap altcoins, because like everybody tells me this, bro. Like all the good traders that I talk to, they're like, dude, you just gotta stop trading meme tokens, bro. They're like, dude, you're good at what you do. Like, you're good at doing TA. Like, you're good at this shit. But maybe freaking meme tokens is just not the move anymore, bro. It's super, super rigged. And I agree. All the times that I've lost money have been freaking meme tokens, bro. Literally, meme tokens are what I've lost most of my money on. And it's over dumb stuff. Like, it's not over that. It's not over TA. It's just over freaking dumb manipulation things going on. Which I'm sure a lot of you understand what I'm just trying to say. I was 6x leverage, but my entry was bad. 115 got liquidated at 97.4. Damn, dude. What were you trading? Solana? Yeah, John seems to have a camera to see when we open positions and the market moves opposite. Yeah, dude, it's like like this is the reason why I stopped live streaming my trades, right? Because I used to live stream a lot of my trades, and I noticed every time I would go live, dude, I would get wrecked out of my position every freaking time. And I'm like, dude, there's no way there's whales watching my channel. And it turns out there is whales watching my channel. So I stopped leverage trading live because I've noticed every time I would leverage trade live, especially with these meme tokens, I would get wrecked, bro. Wrecked. That's why I stopped giving my positions out on live. I stopped doing any of that live trading because whales would go into my channel and wreck me out of my position. And it's almost like the same thing I feel like now, dude. It's like I feel like if I talk about a project that I'm going to jump into, either it pumps a lot because I'm on stream and it's pumping, because I've gotten messages from people telling me that. They're like, hey, John, like, you know, that token you were talking about was doing freaking amazing while you were on live, but as soon as you got off, it dumped. And I'm like, dude, I don't own any of the tokens all of you shill. Like, all the tokens a lot of you shill, I don't touch. I haven't touched a lot of tokens. Like, I literally, my buddy told me about Grok early on, didn't touch it, missed out. Another buddy told me about Baby Grok, did over 50 million market cap, missed out. And then as soon as I decide to touch meme tokens again, because I hear all these freaking success stories, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try one more time, I get wrecked. You can't make this thing up. Hey, by the way, Dog with the Hat's looking extremely bullish, chat. Not financial advice, but this thing is looking to go ahead and break out to the upside. So yeah, that's why I don't like, people are like, hey John, when are you gonna go ahead and do live trading again? It's like, dude, I'm not gonna do live trading. Like, I get wrecked every time I go live trading, especially the meme tokens. I just got to start doing like dude, we could do live trading on the higher cap altcoins, but like the lower cap altcoins, I can't do live trading because we're gonna get wrecked, bro. And the thing is that if I get wrecked and you're watching me trade and you're entering the same position, we're all gonna get wrecked together. And that's what these whales hope for. They like stream watch you, right? There's probably some whales watching us right now waiting. They're like, what is John gonna get into so we could freaking dump it? And it's a community. RK, why not use a stop loss? Is because the problem with stop losses on meme tokens is that you get wrecked, especially if you're using leverage. I've noticed that every time you use leverage with meme tokens, like on MEXC, you're using like 10, 20x leverage, and you put a stop loss, you're always gonna get stopped out. It's like a guaranteed you're gonna lose when you're using stop losses on meme tokens. Trust me, bro. I know it sounds crazy. You're like, John, how is that real? Like, try it out for yourself. You're gonna see if you put a stop loss on meme tokens, because they're so volatile, the whales know where your stop loss is or your liquidation. So they're going to purposely stop you out. And as soon as they stop you out, the token's going to pump. So it's saying that you can have your stop loss at a 30% dump, and they'll purposely go ahead and dump it all the way down to 33% or 29.9 and slightly touch it. And then as soon as they wreck you out, that thing's going to wick out and do a 300% pump. That's usually what always happens. So that's why I learned not to use stop losses on meme tokens when you're leverage trading. You just kind of have to go like all in. That's really the mentality when it comes to meme tokens on leverage. You get wrecked when you think you are a trader, not a comedy YouTuber show, man. Ethon. Well, I don't know what that means, bro, but I'll take that as a compliment. RK, because I was a moron when I was sure it will keep a pump a lot, but I was damn wrong. Yeah, I mean, dude, you have to use a stop loss. But the thing is that with a lot of these meme tokens that you're trading on, if you're trading them on DeFi, like, unless you have a pretty good like setup where you could go ahead and do that, then you could go ahead and do that, right? Yeah, dude, that I agree with you, Dog Pharma, and it also depends on the token you're using. Like typically when it's meme tokens, you can't be putting your stop loss at a 10% dump, right? A 10% move, dude, it's normal in a meme token, right? So you just can't use a stop loss with meme tokens on leverage, because they could dump 20, 25%, 30%. And as soon as it dumps 30%, that thing pumps 200%. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, sometimes the stop loss just kicks you out of the market. 100%, dude. That's kind of the reason why I don't use that. That's kind of the reason why I don't use stop losses when it comes to these meme tokens. I use stop loss 100% of the time. I do high leverage, but 2 to 7 leverage on Sol never used this time, and I didn't get liquidated for around 10 cents. Yeah, well, when you're trading the higher cap altcoins, it's like, for example, like, take a look, dude. Look, I want to give you an example like on Matic, right? Because somebody asked me about technical analysis on Matic, and I didn't actually do that. But on Matic right now, we do see that we are, looking for an area of support. And in order to go ahead and figure out if this thing's going to go ahead and reverse, we would want to go ahead and see Matic go ahead and break above $1, right? For example, with Matic, if we were to go ahead and look at the 1 hourly and you were to enter a trade, right? Let's say you were to enter a trade, depending on the leverage you're using. In order for you to get liquidated, your liquidation is probably not going to be on Matic at like what? I'm assuming $92. What are the chances that freaking Matic has, realistically saying, a 5% dump? Very, very slim, right? Very, very slim that it has a 5% dump just happen out of nowhere. It could happen. It could happen if it's like a mini flash crash. But the chances of Matic just dumping down like 5% are very, very almost low. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but even if you measure from this top right here to this bottom, the only dumps this thing gets is like a 7% dump. So if you're using a stop loss like on Matic, which is a higher cap altcoin, and you're putting your stop loss at a 25% loss or 30% loss, you're not going to get liquidated, bro. Obviously, if you're putting your stop loss at like 1% or like 5%, you're going to definitely get stopped out. But I think you could even be risking 20% of your capital and you won't get freaking wrecked on Matic. Because in order for Matic to drop 20%, Matic would have to go ahead and come down to these levels right here at 0.7717, which realistically, the only time Matic or any higher cap altcoin would dump 21% is if a market reversal crash was to happen, and which could happen, right? I'm not saying it can't happen, but like in order for Solana to have a dump like this thing would have to go ahead and lose this area of support right here at the 916, and this thing might more than likely come falling down. But if it was to go ahead and fall down, you're talking about a quick little 10% move. You're not going to be seeing a 30% move unless it's a full-on market correction, right? Where just the market just dumps all the way down 20 to 40%, which is not typical with these higher cap altcoins. That's what I'm saying. Like if I was to just focus on trading higher cap altcoins, bro, I'd be making way more money and it'd be less stressful, to be honest, than trading meme tokens. Like, yeah, meme tokens, you can make a lot more money than trading higher cap altcoins with a low capital. But the problem is too, it's a lot more volatility and it's a lot more things you have to go ahead and be worried about. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to worry about freaking Matic dropping down to 84%, because even if you were to put a stop loss on Matic, you could put it at a 7% loss, and that's not even that bad. You could even close out at let's say at a 5% dump. If your trade doesn't go your way, losing 5% of your capital is not bad. But for a meme token, you can't be doing a 5%, bro. You have to do like a 40 or 50%, because that's how meme tokens move. Meme tokens move by like 30 to 40% and up, and it's completely normal. Bots can also scam for these things. Yeah, I agree with you. Look at SSHIB on Solana. It's not called stop loss hunting for a reason. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. I agree with you. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's they have tools for this stuff, man. Like, they know where you're gonna get liquidated. This is the reason why they purposely push the price action lower. And I figured, I probably had a understanding that this was possible, but when I was trading meme tokens on leverage, like on MEXC, dude, I've noticed that they would purposely liquidate you before they make a pump. That's not, that you can't tell me 100% that there isn't another entity out there, a big whale that probably has a tool, or the market maker, someone has access to where the liquidity grabs are, the stop losses are, in order for them to go ahead and liquidate you. There's no way they don't. Like, I need to have a freaking tool like that, bro. Like, what is that tool so I could go ahead and see where people's freaking liquidation points are? I know you could see like overall liquidity on like Bitcoin and stuff like that, but can you see, like, is there an actual like indicator like where I can see, okay, Bill is gonna go ahead and get liquidated at 1006? Like, imagine you just get a group of friends and be like, hey bro, let's go ahead and pump Matic all the way to $1 so we could go ahead and liquidate Bill and have this thing pump 20%. I swear, I feel like that's what they do. Dog Pharma says, OT comment, I joined a few minutes ago on this channel. I really love it. Good job, John. You are different to all these influencers with tell you to buy $10 and become millionaires. Yeah, dude. I mean, I've been there, done that, bro. I appreciate you. Welcome to the channel, by the way, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to go ahead and have you here today. See, the thing is, bro, it's I've been there, done that, right? I've last bull run, I listened to a lot of these influencers, and I thought they had like the best interest in me. And it comes out that they were getting paid like $60,000 to make a freaking video while they're selling you dreams that it's gonna go to freaking $1, and the freaking token dumps 90%, and you're the exit liquidity when the influencer is pumping the token. I realize that. You know what I mean? It's like that's how I lost a lot of money last bull run, because I was listening to other influencers in the space, and I told myself I would never freaking do that ever again, you know? And that's kind of the reason why I focus and I doubled down more on reading charts, right? I've been trading since 2017, but I was trading stocks, and early on with stocks, it was a very similar thing. One thing from all the books that you would read, from all the trading books, they would tell you to never join trading forums or join trading groups, because you never want to have anybody influence your trading. When you have a group of friends or a group of people influencing your trading ability, not only are you not going to be as confident in yourself, but now you're going to be confused, and you're better off learning from your own experience and your own mistakes. And if the trade goes the wrong way, ask yourself where it went wrong, right? As opposed to, I'll also go ahead and tell you, hey guys, go ahead and buy it now, even though in your head you know it might dump, and you still buy it because you trust me. That's gonna mess up your freaking your thinking when it comes to trading, right? And that's why I always tell you, like all of you, every time I'm doing TA on these tokens, these are just solely my opinion, right? I'm not here to be right all the time, right? No one knows where any of the market's going 100%. Trust me, if a lot of the people knew 100% where the market was going, a lot of people will be multi-billionaires, but that's not the reality, because there's a lot of factors besides freaking support and resistance and certain freaking pattern sticks and candlestick patterns and breakouts that actually go into it. It's more of a psychological game, and it's literally just psychology. You're literally playing one-on-one with some other trader that's looking at the same freaking charts thinking, hey man, I think that's a freaking cup and handle pattern. I read on that book, The Trading Secrets, that if it does this is going to confirm a freaking 300% pump. Like, you don't think Bill and Billy and freaking Bob are looking at the freaking same chart thinking the same thing? 100%. And then big money just looking at it is like, oh, look at these look at these normies, they're about to get wrecked. They think it's a cup and handle pattern. Let's short this thing down, and they do it. And that's what people don't understand, right? And most people lose money on trading because they want to be right. They want to double down on their positions, knowing that that it's probably dead, that it's a dead token and it's not coming back. DOT, I know, you know, TA was asked on DOT. I was also talking about the last couple of days that typically when we see these massive pumps with a lot of these tokens, if there was no area of support found, it's more than likely, very likely, to go ahead and continue to break down. I guess you could consider this some sort of area of support right here. If DOT doesn't hold above 8164, which, by the way, sometimes it could slightly dump just to be a liquidity grab to make a reversal. if dot falls below 818 and doesn't, you know, break above it soon enough to go ahead and close above this area, you could be expecting dot falling down to 7.67. So be on the lookout for dot actually doing that kind of move. But the RSI is actually looking about like it's about to cross, so it's actually looking pretty bullish. But we could go ahead and say an area of resistance for dot is around 8535. So this would be an area of resistance right here. So as soon as we break this, I think this could be the reversal that we'd be expecting in order to go ahead and see a leg back up. So every altcoins is kind of lining up to and actually a bullish setup, which is actually quite interesting because the DXY just seems, from last time I checked the DXY, it looks like it was reversing. Let's see what the DXY is at right now on the daily. Yeah, it's probably going to get rejected though. I think the DXY might get rejected here. We'll see where the DXY goes, because we're going to be entering the oversold territory too on the RSI, which typically, you know, when we do enter the oversold territories on the RSI, it does reverse pretty well, very, very quickly. John just got humbled a couple times. Yeah, dude, 100 times, bro. Just like I got humbled today on freaking trying to trade Solana meme tokens, bro. It's because I looked at this title, right, dude? This is how they get you, man. You can't make this thing up, right? I read this title on this. Look. look. This is what inspired me to go meme coin hunting, bro. You can't make this thing up. So I came across this freaking article that one of you sent me. It was Ganassi's network, shout out to him, and I came across this title, dude, and I've been saying how we're so freaking saturated in this market. Like, there isn't enough people talking about the bearishness in the market. Like, dude, the RSI is reversing, Bitcoin's struggling, dominance is slowly falling down, the stock market's reaching all-time highs, like literally freaking not reaching all-time highs, is reaching resistance. The RSI is getting ready to reverse, and typically when the the DXY reverses, typically the market dumps. So if Bitcoin continues to dump back down to the 99 and below, we can still continue to see a pump in the market, and that's what I'm expecting. But as soon as the DXY reverses and fully freaking reverses, that's when the market's going to take a hit. And I'm expecting a 30 to 40% correction with a lot of these altcoins. A lot of these altcoins and with Bitcoin too. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin can go to $55,000. Doesn't mean Bitcoin can go to $48,000, $69,000. It could. I don't know where the heck the market's going to go. But what I could tell you is that we're in need of a freaking correction, whether you want to believe it or not. I'm not telling you when the correction is going to happen because I don't know. It could happen this week, it could happen next week, it could happen in 3 weeks. I don't know. I think a correction is probably going to happen within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I could be wrong. We'll see where things go. But we're in need of a correction, whether you want to accept it or not. And the reason why I'm also telling you this is because I came across this article that I was sent. And read the title of this freaking article. How a trader turned 42 SOL into 1.55 million in 16 days with a Solana-based meme coin. You can't make this thing up, bro. You can't. The token was called Silly. This guy became a millionaire off a token named Silly. He became a millionaire off of token in 16 days. You don't think this freaking inspired a lot of people? I mean, it freaking inspired me to freaking trade some Solana meme tokens. I told you I wasn't trading meme tokens for a cool minute. I just somehow still fell into this rabbit hole of freaking meme coin trading, right? Because I'm trying to turn $42 into 1.55 million. Wow, I'm the next one. You know how many people are thinking that? This is the reason why we're super oversaturated in the market of Solana right now in general, dude. This is why we're seeing a lot of these rug pulls. This is why today when I jumped into this dumb freaking project, it dumped a lot, because we're getting to that stage where a lot of greed is coming in. It doesn't mean the market can't continue to pump. It just means that we just have to be very, very careful moving forward. That's all. That's all I got to say. I don't know when it's going to dump. I'm not here to go ahead and call tops or bottoms. I'm just here to tell you that we just have to be careful. And even though Solana could reach 144. We don't know where the top's going to be. Maybe it's at 144. Maybe it's at 214. Maybe Solana hits $600 before we retrace. I don't freaking know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Trust me, nobody freaking knows. Unless you know 100% that Solana is going to drop by this time and this age. What I could tell you though, Solana is at an area of resistance at around 110. So I would like to go ahead and see Solana break, or 111. I would like to see Solana break and hold above 111. But this move to the upside already showed us that there is definitely some strength in the market. Now the question is, are we going to be able to continue that, or is this going to be a fake out where Solana, this is the top and we just dump? And what I'm telling you is I think we're going to see a 30 to 40% correction on Solana. Whether that's a 146, at 146, 40% correction, 30% correction would be a 92, a 40% correction would be around $87, which I know a lot of you would be happy, right? But a lot of people are also going to be freaking panicking. But we don't know where that 40% correction is going to be. Is it going to be at 210? Look at that. That's $102. That's about almost 50% dump. About almost a 50% dump, right? And I'm going only based on what we saw prior onto the market, right? If you go ahead and measure Solana from this dump right here, from this top where Solana pumped all the way to $59 to this dump, the retracement was 67%. So it went from May, it dumped all the way down 67%, and it consolidated in this period for 3 months before Solana had a massive pump to the upside, which was a over 9x. We had Solana from these levels right here in this correction right here, when Solana reached $216, have a correction down of 44%. Then we had another one right here where the resistance was touched, and we had a 44% correction, almost a 50% correction. So we're saying that roughly, as soon as we get this correction, I don't know when it's going to happen, we're going to go ahead and see a 30 to 40% retracement. I don't know where it's going to be at. Maybe it's at 110, maybe it's at 144, maybe it's at 214, maybe it's at 600. I don't know. But do expect that we will get a 40% correction. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm just telling you straight up. It is what it is. You know, maybe buy the dip if this thing was to happen, but you know, if in a couple weeks, month and a half, I don't know when the top's going to be. If you come back and you panic when you see a lot of these altcoins dump 40%, don't be surprised, because I'm warning you. And I don't think that many freaking other influencers are out here warning you. They're out here talking about Solana's going to go ahead and hit $10,000. Freaking Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million. Yeah, dude, those are the stories they're trying to sell you. So keep on believing those stories. And this is the reason why I focus on TA, dude. If you just focus on TA, not only would it make your life a lot more simpler, but you'll be more confident in what you're looking at. And what I'm trying to tell you is not something to be scared of, because on the daily, Solana looks bullish. So I'm not here to tell you to sell Solana. I'm just telling you to be careful. Meaning, if you're in profits, take profits. If you're trading this market, just be careful, right? Because this thing could just dump any moment. We're due for a correction. I don't know when it's going to happen. If we were at these levels right here, if you go down with Solana, as I mentioned to a lot of people, and this is with a lot of these higher cap altcoins, there's no support to be found. Like, this is not even support for Solana. There's no support right here. Support is okay right here, but like the real support for Solana would be around this zone right here, around the $50 to the $30 zone. And I guess the other support area would be $22. This whole entire zone right here, I guess, is somewhat of a support. You could call this somewhat of a support. This whole entire zone right here, around the range of $20 to, let's just say, $60 to keep it very simple. That's where you could say that's a pretty strong area of support. But the levels where Solana is at right now, not even in the past, this was an area of support. Look at this. There is no support. If this was actual real support, we would have never broken down. Same thing right here. There was really no support. That thing just mooned. No resistance. This thing just literally ripped because there was no barriers. Right here, no support. That's why we just fell, because there was never no support with Solana. There is never no support at these levels. No support. None of this is support for Solana. The only support for Solana is this zone right here. So anything that's above this yellow circle that I just freaking highlighted, if you want to call it, it's unknown. Everything above this circle right here, it's unknown. No one knows the price action of any of that. How high it's going to go, how low it's going to fall. No one knows because it's unknown. The only support that Solana has been able to find has been this whole entire area right here. Anything above that, it's actual no real support. And no resistance either, because that's why we were able to break through this very quickly, because there was no resistance at these levels either. No resistance. No resistance, no support. This is the reason why we're able to make major moves. And that's what people don't understand. They're like, "Oh, John, you're just freaking fudding, bro. You just missed out on Solana." I was telling a lot of people to buy Solana at $10, and I hate Solana. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm here to make money. So I'm just letting you know, like, long term, this is bullish. I believe Solana is probably going to get an ETF, to be honest. And I also believe that this could be a possible cup and handle pattern wherever it reaches the top. I don't know, let's say the top is 144 with the 30 to 40% retracement. That would make sense. But I don't know. Just be on the lookout. I think Billy made a video about Solana being bearish. I think he titled it like Solana something. JMix says, yeah, normally they open the video with the phrase, "I just won 1 million USD trade." I know, for reals, huh? Yeah, then you see for 1 second their position, and you see like $50 there. You think dump is coming? Someone sent Sol to Coinbase, 182 million Sol. Damn, how did you track that, bro? I'm just following you to do the opposite of what you do. I hope you don't mind a little bit of bullying. Oh, that's freaking hilarious, dude. That's what you gotta do, man. You have to do the opposite of what the other people are doing. Like, I'm doing the opposite of what most people are doing. You know, most people are calling for Solana to continue to pump, but yeah, you go to my videos and I've been saying otherwise. I've been quite bearish with this market. These last couple, and I'm not talking about that I'm bearish of this cycle. I'm just bearish of the fact that we haven't actually found an area of support. And what people don't understand is that support needs to be found. You can't just moon forever, because when you moon forever, you have huge crashes. And that's what most people don't understand and probably will never understand. And, you know, if you don't, then honestly, it doesn't hurt me. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I gotta say. Like, as long as you're part of the community and you're smashing that subscribe button and you're aware of this information that I'm telling you, and if anything was to ever happen and we do see these corrections come in, you're not gonna be surprised by it, you know? And I'm not gonna feel any kind of I wouldn't call it guilt, but I wouldn't feel bad that I didn't tell you, right? Like, if we were to have a 40% correction, like, I wouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, I knew that, but I didn't tell you." It's like, no, dude, I told you, I warned you, and if it happened, well, you knew what was coming. You know, it's the same thing right now with Bitcoin. It's printing the same exact thing. People don't understand this. People are like, Bitcoin ETF, $1 million. Yeah, we just had ARK Invest literally sell most of their literally sold all their shares at GBTC on Bitcoin, despite the news of the ETF, $1 million Bitcoin. Like, dude, people are so delusional. You can't make this thing up. It's actually quite sad. It's actually quite sad, because I was one of those people last bull run. You know, I was one of those people that really believed everything that I would hear on YouTube. You know, especially with a guy that has like gray hair, dude. Like, are you really gonna trust a guy with gray hair on YouTube talking about these markets? See, I would question that. But, you know, people go for it. You know, and that's kind of the reason why I don't like giving no crazy price predictions. See, the thing is, when everybody was bearish in Bitcoin, I was bullish right here. I was bullish all around the market. That's why I longed the market. I was longing the market all around right here when everybody was bearish. And now that everybody's bullish, guess what? I'm freaking bearish because everybody's bullish. You have to do the opposite of what the normies do, bro. It's really, really simple. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. Long term, it's bullish. You know, it's gonna print a cup and handle pattern somewhere. Maybe, you know, maybe this is a cup and handle pattern before it pumps. But I think the ETF news is going to be the buy the rumor, sell the news. It happened with the Bitcoin futures. It has happened with a lot of crypto financial instruments that, you know, Bitcoin related or whatever the case is, that always dump the market. Like, there hasn't been a moment yet in history, unless this is the moment in history, that the ETF is going to actually send Bitcoin to $1 million. And people are really relying on that. Like, there's actually people like really relying on the ETF. Like, I hope I'm wrong, dude. Like, I just hope I'm wrong. And, you know, Bitcoin takes off and, you know, hits $1 million and we all make money. Like, I hope I'm wrong. But, you know, if it does dump, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll tell you that. Like these news of the ETF, like, I'm sure there's people counting their calendars like, yes, ETF, Bitcoin ETF, I'm going to get rich. And I don't know. I just have a feeling it's going to dump. Like, if ARK Invest just dumped all her Bitcoin, that should tell you something. Bitcoin's losing its dominance right now too. And we need Bitcoin to do its thing in order for these altcoins and these meme tokens to feel confident in the market. Obviously, we do need, you know, decrease of dominance to go ahead and happen in order for that to go ahead and be a little bit more bullish on the narrative. But overall, I mean, it's looking bullish long term, you know, 2 years out. But short term, it goes back onto we need a correction. Bitcoin hasn't corrected whatsoever either. The most Bitcoin has corrected has been a 7% correction. That's all Bitcoin has done around these levels. You measure it from this top to this bottom, even, I guess, before it took off, because that wouldn't count. Let's go ahead and count it from where it began to pump, right? If we go ahead and count from where Bitcoin began to pump, let's see where the correction it had. 7% correction right there. Let's say this top right here, 7% correction. Let's say this top right here, 10% correction. That's the most Bitcoin has seen. But if you go all the way back over here, when Bitcoin pumped back in 2020, look at the correction Bitcoin had when Bitcoin was at $10,000 in 2020 and it pumped to $40,000. Look at the correction it had. It had a 31% correction before Bitcoin went from $26,000 all the way up to $64,000. And when it hit $64,000, the correction was about 54%. After it had that correction of 54%, well, obviously we all remember this day when Bitcoin topped at $69,000 and has corrected over 78%. And it just seems like people forget all of this. It's like people don't remember that Bitcoin is supposed to correct around a 30 to 40% move before we have a pump to the upside. So if this is the top for Bitcoin and we have a 30% correction, that would take us to Bitcoin at around $32,000, which would be the most freaking bullish thing, because that means more money and more investors will go ahead and buy that dip and long the market. And then we could sooner see Bitcoin approach and break through these resistance like nothing ever happened, right? But no, people want to see what people want to go ahead and see and expect from the ETF. They expect Bitcoin just to go like this. And they don't understand how dangerous a pump like this is. Like, it's cool, trust me, it's freaking cool riding this wave up. But when we have to come down, we're not going to be doing no 30% correction, man. You're talking about we might possibly have to do a 50% correction or a 70% correction. You know, if we were to pump from the ETF news from Bitcoin from $40,000 to $130,000, the correction for our next freaking bear market or correction would have to be a 70% retracement. I wouldn't want to say it has to be, but that's what it will probably be. If we were to just pump from, you know, $42,000 all the way up to $140,000, our correction would be around 70 to 50%. Which is actually quite scary if you think about it, because most people are going to be holding on to Bitcoin at these levels. Like most people are going to be buying when Bitcoin takes off to these levels. And imagine being the person buying Bitcoin at the top at 130,000, thinking it's going to go to $1 million, and it corrects 70%. You're going to be like freaking panicking. You're going to question your life after that decision. You know what I mean? Not sure if that makes any sense. John, you think Pepe 2 momentum is? I did really nice profit with Pepe 2 around 1 month ago. I did Pepe 2 really well too, bro. I just think like the Pepe 2.0 narrative is kind of dead. I've been really bullish with Pepe 2 since like forever. Like I was probably the biggest like Pepe 2 maxi. And I was always also skeptical about Pepe 2 from the beginning too, right? So I feel like Pepe 2 has lost his momentum. And you're better off just investing in Pepe Original. Because I think even original Pepe has lost his momentum. But I think Pepe Original is going to come back. But Pepe 2 right now, they're actually going on to a version 2 contract. As of the first week of January. So I wouldn't be bullish on Pepe 2 anymore, bro, to be honest. Which account should I follow? What account should I follow? What do you mean? Follow what account? I don't know what you mean. Susan Kotson. Susan, how's it going, Susan? Hope you're having a good one today. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it on my end. I mean, I don't know if any of you have any more questions. I'm already about to be almost 2 hours on the live stream. Second day streaming today. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I mean, Solana's looking bullish. Everything's looking bullish. The market's looking bullish. Just be careful, chat. Degenerate news. What is that on Twitter? Let's see. I'm pretty tired. I'm probably gonna go to sleep, man. Degenerate news. I mean, look at the volume on Solana. December DEX volume on Solana breaks $26 billion, dude. It's the most it's ever been. Let's see what else can we find here. Is there anything interesting? Oh, right here. A recent transfer of what is that? 186 million SOL and fees. Where did that go to? Coinbase? Damn, dude, this guy's gonna be cashing out. He's about to cash out. That's insane. But yeah, I mean, this is actually quite bullish too. Unibot's launching their Unibot on Solana in January 1st. Partners with Jupiter Exchange. Dude, this is so dude, chat. This is some alpha right here. I don't want to say trust me, but check this out. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going, my guy? Welcome, dude. Long time no see, bro. Hope you had a freaking amazing holiday. Without looking at the charts of Radium, yeah, I think Radium will probably reach $2. And that'd be based on just Solana making actually not today. I don't think it'll do it today, but if Solana continues to pump, yeah, we could see $2 being reached. Probably, I mean, we could reach it probably in a day. I mean, I don't see why not, but let's see what kind of pump that would be. Dude, that's not gonna happen by today. $2 by today. That's a 50% pump. It's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. Probably in the next 2 weeks, maybe even like 3 days could happen. If Solana continues with a breakout to the upside, yeah, this is quite bullish. But yeah, Chad, welcome, Jonathan, and also bye, bro. I'm glad to see you here back again, but I'm about to go ahead head out to sleep, man. It's already late here in the morning for me. I streamed twice today, and I decided to stream because Solana was pumping, right? And I actually made a video about shorting Solana earlier. So I figured I made another video to get people mad and ask why I changed my opinion, because I can. But go ahead and support the channel by smashing the like button for me. Turn on post notifications if you're brand new. Go ahead and use my links down below. BingX right now, no KYC, by the way. Same thing with MEXC. Bybiy, one of the best, platforms out there. If you could go ahead and use it with KYC, it's restricted in some areas. And if you need a VPN, we are actually partnered with NordVPN, giving 69% off. You could go ahead and find all these links down in the description. And also, if you want to go ahead and join my Discord, you could go ahead and click on my YouTube channel and then click on view channel, I believe, and then this is join Discord. But anyways, chat, I really do appreciate every one of you. Make sure to smash that like button for me. Like, comment, and subscribe. It looks like greed right now has slowly calmed down on Bitcoin, which is a really good sign. And we are seeing that dominance decrease, meaning altcoin season's around the corner. So get ready for a pump. Maybe the last pump before we see a dump. Who knows? I'm not going to go predict that, but just be careful, take profits, and have a great day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And I'll go ahead and catch all of you